Hey, this is Jeff again with Evolve Adventures, ReigUideService.com, ReiguideService.com. Want to do some real quick shop talk about real estate investment. The reality of it is that you can just fill your head with lots and lots of content, and you can buy all the different programs, get all the different mentors, but there really is something that needs to be done and accomplished in order for you to really succeed, and that's for you to fail. And there's some shortcuts, right, in the sense of shortcuts only is telling you, hey, don't go that path, don't use that lender, use this person, use that person. Those are just pointing you in the right direction. Those aren't really necessarily secrets. They're not really shortcuts, because there is nothing that's going to get you to your destination faster. What's going to get you to your destination faster is knowing, hey, there's a dead end in that direction. Hey, I shouldn't waste my time with that. Because you can't diversify your portfolio more than the time that you have to manage. Because the reality is we are investing our time. Even if you have a ton of money and you just, hey, I got to split this out. I can't put it all into one property. I can't put all of my eggs in one basket, if you will. Even having money doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be successful, because of the fact that, again, you can only diversify your portfolio as much as time will allow. So if you're trying to learn about real estate investment, you're trying to learn about, shipping container homes, or you're trying to learn about, tiny home builders, or you're trying to learn about all of these different aspects, all of those things have their own dead-end pathways off of the actual path to success. Now, having a mentor or someone that can point you in the right direction, someone that actually cares about the destination that you're going to, well, that's going to be beneficial, of course. But you're still going to have to understand that those are dead ends, because the problem that you run into is that a lot of times someone will have a mentor or have a book or a YouTube video or someone that they listen to, and for whatever reason they are bound and determined to take this wrong way. They're bound and determined to go in a direction that they shouldn't be going, and sometimes you just have to do that. Now, if it's a repeated pattern of just doing it over and over again, you're probably not going to be successful, because you're just failing and failing and failing and failing and failing and not listening to the advice and not listening to the lessons of yourself. You have to be willing to listen to the experts, trust them, but verify. If you start on a project and you see that the paint that you're using is starting to peel off and the painter told you that was going to happen, don't just continue to paint the entire project. I'm really bad at analogies, but I do a lot of them. Point being is this, is that there is no guaranteed destination, but there is a guarantee that if you continue to take chances, move yourself forward in the right direction, and listen to experts, verify what it is that they're saying, move forward with what it is that you're doing, and try to learn each new skill as you go, and not try to diversify your portfolio. Don't go buy a bunch of different properties and then think, oh, I'll just hire a manager. You need to really learn a skill set and then have your little circle of knowledge and increase that circle over time as you become successful. So as you become successful in this little part, this little thing that you're doing, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not a Jay-Z fan. As you expand your circle of knowledge, you'll start to get better and better and more successful, and you'll be able to do these things. That will allow you to diversify your portfolio. You can't just jump in and diversify your portfolio. I mean, you can, but then you have no control. That is passive income, passive. But the more passive something is, the more risky it is. Let's just be honest, that at a certain point it becomes gambling. I think that it's important to remember that if you want to work with someone, if you want to work with an individual, be it a mentor, be it a contractor, be it a real estate investor, be it a realtor, the things that you do to prove your value to them aren't necessarily financial. It can be equity, right? And you too can go to people and get equity. A lot of times I'll go in and I'll do a project where someone doesn't have the money to fund the project the way that it needs to be funded in order to get all of the returns that they could possibly get. So I'll go in and I'll manage, and I will fund certain aspects of those projects so that that money can be increased. Because if I'm increasing the value of a project and increasing the return by like 100 grand, and I'm putting in 30 or 40 grand and doing all the management stuff for them, and then I split it and give them a little extra, it's a benefit to everybody. So sometimes it's not about getting cash right away. Sometimes it's about getting equity in the deal and being flexible but knowing your destination, because that rigidity that oh, I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to do it this way is going to lead you down a lot of dead end roads, especially if you're not listening to those experts, if you're not listening to the actual conversations that are happening. Because especially nowadays, words are easily misconstrued. People can think you mean one thing when you actually mean something else. You can think someone means one thing when they actually mean something else. But finding problems to these solutions is very profitable. And it's a great way for you to be blessed, bless others, be able to benefit yourself, your family, your neighbors, be able to make this world a better place and all that kind of fun stuff, right? Listen, you can find all my stuff at www.reguideservice.com, REIGUIDESERVICE.com. You can find me on all the socials. You can subscribe, follow. You can get free tips and tricks. I got 450-something videos, a couple hundred blogs, tons of free information. If you'd like to hire me, that's great. If you can't afford it, hey, I got free stuff for you too. Be blessed. Later.